On September 25, 1994, the winless Cincinnati Bengals traveled to the Houston Astrodome to face the equally winless Houston Oilers in a matchup between two franchises already spiraling only 3 weeks into the season. The 44,253 fans in attendance watched two 0-3 teams, one of them favored by 8.5 points, fight not for playoff position, but for basic stability and a shred of early season hope. The Bengals arrived in Houston in familiar disarray. David Shula, in his third season as head coach, carried an 8-27 career record and was drifting toward yet another miserable year. Behind center was David Klingler, a Houston native making his 21st career start. With a career passer rating sitting at 69.8 and Cincinnati already suffering multiple QB injuries, Klingler was a symbol of a team without direction, one that would eventually turn in desperation to Jeff Blake. The Oilers were in even worse psychological condition. Though only a season removed from a 12-4 record and a first-round bye, the franchise had never emotionally recovered from the comeback, the infamous 1993 playoff collapse, in which they blew a 35-3 lead to the Buffalo Bills. Warren Moon was gone, the quarterback position was unsettled, and the roster's confidence was evaporating. Despite entering 1994 as a proud franchise with championship aspirations only a year earlier, the Oilers had already begun the freefall that would ultimately drop them to 2-14. Layered onto this instability was a changing NFL landscape. The 1994 season introduced major rule changes, most notably the return of the two-point conversion and tighter restrictions on defensive contact downfield, designed to open up the passing game. But neither of these struggling offenses seemed capable of taking advantage. The game itself was as ugly as the record suggested.
Scoreless in the first. He jumps off to Gary Brown. He simply goes 20 yards untouched, basically for a touchdown, TJ.
Yeah, Gary Brown, a beautiful job here as he gets toward the goal line. You think he's moving left, very patiently, waits on the blocks, cuts it back to the outside, gets into the end zone.
Bengals could get nothing going offensively. Dave Klingler sacked by Blaine Bishop. Then the next play, Klingler goes down again. Lamar Latham with the sack this time. Still 7-0 Houston. Klingler goes back again and is picked off by Marcus Robertson. And he's going to have some fun running this ball back. Waiting for his blockers. A 41-yard run back out at the 2-yard line. Next play, what are you going to do? Easy choice. Brown left. Touchdown number 2 for Brown. 14-0 Houston in the second. So the Bengals come back. Klingler puts it up to midfield. Picked off again, this time by Chris Dishman. What a half for Houston's defense. 2 INTs, 3 sacks, and oh, by the way, a fumble recovery. The half winding down, Klingler under pressure, caught by Tim McGee. Bishop comes up with it. Oiler ball. What a play, TJ.
Yeah, this is a fantastic bit of concentration here by Bishop. Tim McGee has the ball, he rips it out, and at the same time manages to hang on, has the presence of mind to get upfield. Officially,
it's a fumble, not an interception. And Klingler, 4-15, 51 yards in the first half. 17-0 Oilers at the half. Second half, bad news for Brown. Watch him turn his right ankle. He sprained it severely. He would not return. 23 Houston in the third. Corey Sawyer receives the punt. Look out. Look out. Here comes the rookie. Down the left sideline. 82 yards. 20-10. The field goal will make it 2013. Bengals have a chance. Klingler, one last drive. 2 minutes remaining. Dave Shula, could this be the first win of 94? 4th and 3. They need a touchdown. Throws over the middle, incomplete. Broken up by Darrell Lewis. The Oilers win it 20-13.
Houston quarterback Cody Carlson, attempting to seize control of a job that had once belonged to Moon, completed only 12 of 33 passes for 211 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. His 43.9 passer rating was poor, yet somehow stellar compared with Klingler's. The Bengals quarterback turned in one of the worst statistical outings of the season, 10 completions in 30 attempts, 115 yards, and 3 interceptions, good for a passer rating of just 6.2. A few bright spots surfaced amid the sloppiness. Houston's Pat Coleman hauled in 4 passes for 112 yards, while running back Gary Brown provided balance with 87 yards and a touchdown on 19 carries. Defensively, Cincinnati's Alfred Williams and Houston's Kenny Davidson and Lamar Lathon each recorded 2 sacks in a game dominated by pressure and miscues. The Oilers escaped with a 20-13 victory, one of only 2 they would earn all season, while Cincinnati fell to 0-4, deepening their own crisis. The aftermath for both clubs was grim. For Houston, the win proved a mirage. The team promptly plunged into a 9-game losing streak. Head coach Jack Pardee was fired in November, replaced by 6-year-old defensive coordinator Jeff Fisher. Carlson suffered what became a career-ending injury, forcing the team to rotate through Billy Joe Tolliver and Bucky Richardson. Meanwhile, ownership's stadium demands alienated what remained of the fan base, accelerating the franchise's eventual relocation to Tennessee. Cincinnati's season unraveled in equally painful fashion. 1 week after losing in Houston, David Shula faced his father Don in the first father-son coaching matchup in major American pro sports. The Dolphins won 23-7. Klingler was soon benched in favor of Jeff Blake, who energized the team and would hold the starting job for several seasons. But the early hole was too deep, and the Bengals finished 3-13, the same record they had posted in 1993. In retrospect, the Week 4 meeting between the Oilers and Bengals stands as a snapshot of 2 franchises at their low points, one collapsing toward relocation, the other drifting through the bleakest stretch in team history. It was a game that mattered little in the standings, but spoke volumes about the troubled futures both teams would endure.